We are highly excited about today's topic on rich communication services and their expansion in the telecom world. Our pleasure to be the software provider in such an ambitious project of Orange Spain. Thank you, Mayte, for taking part in today's podcast, and thank you for joining us.
Oh, my pleasure, Maya. It was grateful for me to collaborate with you because you're always helping us.
Thanks, Mayte. Well, we know that your speeches, your presentations at different conferences and webinars are always fascinating and full of interesting insights, and they are sure to inspire brands to use RCS as a messaging channel. And firstly, we would like to ask you about the events regarding to RCS presentation to different companies, to different brands. As far as I got from one of the announcements, various leading companies attended that event held on January 25th of 2023, where you personally took part, right?
Yes, yes. The thing is that we are having so much time spreading the message of how RCS is a new way of marketing and communication, and it is totally different, and that has many power, user power, and with all the media that you can have. But we realize that it is going too slow. So one thing is that we have your tool that is so helpful to go to the event and show, okay, this is RCS, this is how you can make a bot, this is so easier to use, and you can do this or that. So we decided to have a big event along with Google and invite all our B2B big enterprises. And so they attended banks, motor, beauty, all the malls that have many shops inside. And there's also some institutional for Madrid companies, and they never heard about RCS. So when we presented, they were all like, okay, this is amazing. How I never heard of that before, and I want it. And so we start building use cases with each of them, and they are willing to prove, they are there to test it. Yes.
You have various companies from different spheres, right?
Yeah.
Not only the telecom operators, but some government institutions as well.
Yes. The institutions such as the National Rail Company here attended the meeting, and we are working with them because this is so great. Instead of sending SMS on email, that we know the problem that we have with those classic channels. SMS is no longer read it, and there's so many fraud there, so people are not clicking. With email, you know that when you register, you tend to use another email, so they are not bothering you. So you gave a secondary email. So
yes,
one
for work and one for such campaigns, right?
Yes, that's it. And for the apps are so good, really. But when you download an app, at least me, I always said, okay, please do not pop up, because that's enough. Unless you have the bank, okay, yes, let me know. But the other ones, so you have SMS, email, and app, which are not working really. And RCS has proven to have great results. Is amazing.
Sounds great. And how did those brands react when they firstly heard about the possibilities of RCS?
First, they were some kind of skeptical because they do not understand. They thought that this is like MMS or something like that. But then we have the idea that, okay, we are going to do a vote right now with any of you volunteering, okay? So one said, okay, make a vote for my company. Then we have Alaris, which you know, it is so easy. So just drag and drop, pick a photo, made an action, and we open the action, and you can see all the different things that you can do there. So phone call, ULR, map action, or calendar. So you can do all with a click. So we just made simple bot, just a rich card with some actions and a simple carousel. We launch it there. We launched the bot that we just created like in 5 minutes, and then give them the phone so they can interact. And on the screen, they were seeing that I can see where do they click. So I was monitoring all the actions. So they see, okay, this is powerful. It has many media that attracts my attention. And yes, I can see what my users are doing. Where do they click? What are their interests? And you see it on, you are seeing in real time. So it happens. It happens with us with a campaign for an insurance company that we have the capability to react and to change the vote on this very moment, because we see that nobody's clicking. So it's like, this is weird, because everyone clicks on RCS. So we change it. We call the client and said, okay, can you change it? And I said, okay, yes, it is changed. I said, wow, you changed that in like 30 seconds? And we said, yes. And we launched it again, and everyone started clicking on playing. So you have the possibility to see it on live on mKit and to react and to know if you are doing good or bad, to know how to position all your marketing and your product. So it is amazing. They were like, wow. So we never, yeah, sorry.
And use it for further development of their businesses as well.
Yes.
This information.
Yes, absolutely. Because you see, when you have many products, you have your carousel, and everyone is clicking here, and nobody's clicking there. So something is happening. Maybe this product is not good, or you have to focus just on this one. This everyone is clicking on that. So it gives you many information in real time. So that's pretty amazing.
Thank you for good reference, Mayte.
Yeah, it is such an awesome platform that everyone is telling us, okay, I not only want this, but I want this platform. I want to work with this, because there are a few persons that know about RCS before, and they see platforms that need coding. So you need to introduce a photo, you need to enter a code, you need to enter. So you have to be an engineer, or something like that. No, you can do it yourself with no special knowledge. It's so intuitive. Okay.
We are constantly working on making easy, friendly interfaces. So it could be so easy to use. So let's get to RCS campaigns. Do companies work with the platform, well, basically themselves, or do you help them in creating chatbots?
Oh, okay. We help them because they don't know how to. They don't know the bot tool yet. So we made always they made a pilot to test if this is going to work or not. So we helped them, and we said, okay, we're gonna start with a rich card, and instead of a photo, you might put a GIF or a video. So when the user opens it, you have something catching your attention. So we made some advice how to do it, but they gave us the idea of what they want to promote. They gave us, okay, it's a video or a GIF, I want to use that. You need catchy sentences to click. So we give that like the guidelines, and then they do the rest. But we made the bot with their ideas.
Thank you, Mayte. Well, we are constantly developing mKit to be a highly competitive service for working with RCS, and for you to be RCS promotive, let's say, for other companies and in various markets. As you said, there were various companies, right? From telecom business as well as from other spheres. That's really cool. We would appreciate some feedback from you and your clients regarding the platform feature set. For example, can you tell which metrics or maybe some particular features of the mKit platform are mostly interesting for brands in terms of their business needs?
Well, they are now aware that you always will have delivered, that you have this on SMS and all that, but you have open, interact, and where do they interact it, and how many times? Because in mKit not just have that I have click here, but how many times did I click on where is the shop to the map option? Or did I see you can have PDFs there, so you can see all the catalog. How many times the users downloaded the catalog of the products? How many times do they go to the maps? How many times? So it is so important, not only the clicks, but how many times do they click? And as I told before, it is so important to know your product and your client's behavior. It is so important. The metrics are clue. So this new way of communicating is important in two ways. One, that it is amazing with the visuals, and you can have all in your hand. You can have all the products in your hands, and also the metrics. That we know that data is so important to know your customers. So these are so important. Yes.
Thank you, Mayte. Well, apart from other features like statistics or other metrics, we are being proactive as well in supporting various billing schemes. Could you also share what billing schemes are of business interest among telecom companies? And in your opinion, what billing models could be under demand in the near future?
Yeah.
Or maybe you can even reveal some plans about billing models that Orange Spain is going to use for RCS.
Okay. I think we all have the same billing model, which is based on impact and conversation. But when we go to the brands directly, it's kind of difficult because they want to know, okay, how much it's gonna cost. Because we can make some numbers and say, okay, so conversation are like 20%, so you have this and then this price per conversation, 20%. So it's like, okay, why don't you give me a flat price? You make this medium price between impacts and conversations. Why do you can give me flat price? So I know if I'm going to send 10,000 messages, it's going to cost me this. So for brands, we are applying this scheme. For aggregators, we are applying the other scheme. But there's one that told us, okay, I will also want to have flat price. So we said, okay, let's try it. So now we are open to test everything, and we are having those two scenarios. So we just testing. This is a new product. We have to see which is the best way to go, and we have now the two scenarios and see which one is going to work better.
To be more applicable.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for sharing your ideas. Our solution. Let's get back to RCS and its value for brands. Right now, the main RCS use cases that are announced at conferences are related to large companies. Well, mostly.
Yeah.
This conveys that RCS is only available to large enterprise customers. Is it possible to extend the use of RCS to small and medium-sized companies too?
Yeah, sure. Whatever you need to do, that you use any kind of media, you are able to do it in RCS. And for medium companies that maybe they don't have the staff or the budget to do this, which a tool are like yours that you can do it yourself. So it is for everyone to use. They can do the bots in, I don't know, maybe if they have nothing of experience, they will have a training, and then in 30 minutes they can have a bot ready. And this is for any kind of product you can have here. I don't know. Let's think about any
product.
yes. Think about hairdressers. which is yes, you can have it. You can have in your area, okay, come today because we have this or that. When today is the day of, I don't know, any promo, so everyone can use it. So this is for large companies to the local in a village. So you can, there's plenty of uses here.
And at that event on January 25th, were they mostly large enterprises or small businesses?
It was large enterprises mostly, yes, because we intended to do for large enterprises, but we are going to address everyone. Now that also my account managers are also aware of these products, because we don't have the knowledge inside Orange, but now that they are aware, they are speaking with all the clients, so from the biggest to all the SMEs, and they are trying to test. Yes.
What do you think? How long will it take to RCS to become so widely spread and popular among businesses of all sides?
I think this year is the year, or this is my hope. We are pushing, and there's one thing that we also mentioned in the event, that Orange, as well as the other operators, are totally against fraud, and as RCS is a verified channel that will block the fraud completely, because you have to be verified by the operator to send the message. Otherwise, you cannot enter the channel. So we are going to proactively change SMS traffic and upgrade into RCS when possible. So if we have our own clients sending SMS, we are going to communicate, okay, in the next weeks, 2 weeks or whatever, we are going to upgrade your service, because we are going to avoid fraud this way. And we are going to do it either way, unless they say, okay, I don't want it. But when we told this in the event, everyone says, yes, please. Even though this is just for Android, you are going to have, we have now 53% of the market is RCS capable in Spain. So it's a huge market. And so everyone is going to know what is RCS, because we are going to upgrade the service. You guys in Alaris made an API to transform the SMS into RCS, just adding the verified brand, and transforming the 160 characters into 160 characters in RCS. So using your tool, the traffic with SMS is gonna come. It is transparent for the user, for the client. They keep sending SMS. And in Alaris, we're going to transform it into RCS when it's capable, or SMS when it's not. So they have to do nothing, but they will have a more secure channel. So I think this is
like expanding RCS even more, transforming SMS to RCS.
RCS. So we are presenting it as an upgrade that we are going to do.
Sounds great, Mayte. Thank you. Well, it's now the start of the year, 2023. It has just been started a few months ago. Can you please share your plans for RCS development in Orange, Spain for this year?
We are hoping to have big projects. After the events, everyone is asking for meetings, and as we told before, everyone is willing to test this at least to have some campaigns and see how it goes, because they realize that the channel is completely amazing, and the results that we have in previous campaigns, that we launched with Alaris mKit 3 campaigns now with Samsung. Every time Samsung have a new launch of the mobile, they do it with us using your tool. We made Samsung S22, Samsung Flip and Fold in summer, and then last week we made the launching of Samsung S23. And every time they launch, they make like 5% of sales. And on the first one, we ran out of stock, because we never thought that it's going to be such an amazing result. So out of stock is like, oh, what's going on? Everyone is clicking and clicking and clicking on, as we are seeing it live. Why these people is clicking on the button like 20 times? So I entered on the bot and I said, okay, out of stock. So everyone was like crazy, and we never thought that in less than 24 hours we are going to have all sold out. But what is amazing is that people, okay, I cannot buy this one, but they went to, we had another action for Samsung World. So they click there and they went to the web page. So we sell televisions, earbuds, watches, anything, tablets. So it was amazing. So since this very moment, they send all the campaigns for the new phones on RCS. So people are aware of that. It's not easy to sell mobiles. They are expensive. So they see the value here, and everyone is. I think this is the year, Maya. We are gonna have very great news, and your platform is so key here, because I can give the service. I can tell you that the RCS is amazing, but how do I do it? So we say, okay, we have a platform, which is Alaris mKit, and I can give it to you. So you can do your own bots. You can launch your own campaigns, and you can have your own analysis. So this is great, and this is what we are doing this year with you.
It's really rewarding. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for good reference. It's really an honor for us that you're using our solution to
Yeah.
expand the RCS in a European market.
Mm. And believe me that I always make like kind of demo, always. And everyone is, what is this? I want that. Mine doesn't have that. Even aggregators are saying, this is that easy, Mayte. Yes, it's that easy. Do you want to check? So yes.
And it looks really interactive, the
Yeah.
interface of mKit and the
Mm.
process of creating campaigns.
Mm.
As far as I know, it's really user-friendly process and
Yes.
it's really interactive.
And this is so quick. On the Google event, one guy from Google told me this is the quickest demo that I've seen. And you do it and you launch it and you see the results there just like in 5 minutes. So congrats, guys. This is amazing.
We truly hope that RCS will be gaining even more popularity this year and the next year and the upcoming.
Yes. I think this has to be the new way to communicate. Yes, I think so.
Thank you, Mayte, for sharing your plans and for your feedback. It's been an interesting discussion.
Mhm.
Thank you for your time.
No, thank you, Maya. Always trying to help because you helped me a lot. So thank you. Thank you, guys.